Welcome to the Average Rook. We are now playing Jak and Daxter, the Precursor Legacy. This was one of my favorite games when I was a kid, when I had the PlayStation 2. This and Ratchet and Clank. Both of them were pretty good. Sorry for this, I've got two things set up just so I can hear myself and hear this at the same time. So we're taking a break from The Witcher 3 and not doing Resident Evil 3 yet. We're going to be doing this instead. And hopefully everything goes well, because in the past when I've tried to record PlayStation 5 games or PlayStation 4 games through that system, it has never gone quite so well. But let's see how it works now. So now we just need to set up everything. I forget that. Is this even still active? Press start. Oh yeah, I forgot. There's some weird controls for this. So this is going to be a new game, and through this entire series we're going to attempt to collect everything that we possibly can in this game. I've done it before a few times on my own, and we're going to attempt to do it the same thing for this. So I intend to get all of the power cells and all of the precursor orbs and everything else before the very end of the game. Let me just make sure that I sync this up, and then we're going to get started. Let's get started.
I have spent my life searching for the answers that my father and my father's fathers failed
Also,
to
sorry
find.
that there's no subtitles for this game.
Who were the precursors? Why did they create the vast monoliths that litter our planet? How did they harness eco, the life energy of the world? What was their purpose? And why did they vanish? I have asked the plants, but they do not remember. The plants have asked the rocks, but the rocks do not recall. Even the rocks do not recall. Every bone in my body tells me that the answers rest on the shoulders of a young boy.
You betcha.
Oblivious to his destiny, uninterested in the search for truth, and rejecting of my guidance. And why would he want to listen to old Samus the Sage anyway? I'm only the master of green eco, one of the wisest men on the planet. So it seems the answer begins not with careful research
It's been ages
or
since I played this
sensible
game.
thinking.
When was the last time I even played this? I think it was like
As with many
maybe
of fate's mysteries,
more than 10 years ago?
begins with but a small act of disobedience.
Hey! Jak, old green stuff told us not to come here.
I hope Insomniac Games ends up putting the old Ratchet and Clank games onto the PlayStation 4/5. Because I would love to play them for the series too. Or at least for streaming. Okay, so those creatures over there are lurkers.
Continue your search for artifacts and eco. If the locals possess precursor items, you know what to do.
Deal harshly with anybody who strays from the village. We will attack it in due time.
Sorry, something keeps clickety-clacketing from behind me. I don't know why that is.
What are we doing here anyway, Jak?
Can't tell if it's
This
up
place
there,
gives
or
me
if
the
it's
creeps.
there, or if it's behind me. Looks like you found a precursor item.
Oh, stupid precursor junk.
Oh, this brings back a lot of good memories.
Eek! What is
I think
that?
I remember when I tried
Ooh,
this,
it
I was
sure
actually
don't
playing the
look
games in
friendly.
reverse.
The sage yaps on about the precursors that built this place all the time.
Sure does.
Where did they go? Why did they build this crud? Now I like precursor orbs and power cells as much as the next
like certain
guy.
moments
But if
in
you
this
ask
that
me,
I,
they must
like,
have been
can
real
recall from
old.
memory.
Wow! How did you do that?
Oh, you're about to die. You might want to throw that. It's a precursor item. What will it do? Blow up in someone's face. You push him into the dark ooze. Then he comes out changed to the Daxter that we all know.
I told you we shouldn't have come here, and you listened. What? Okay. I'm fine.
Sure about that? Always good. Meanwhile, back in the village.
Why What in green tarnation do you two want?
I was...
Don't tell me. Instead of heeding my wisdom, the two of you went mucking around in the only place that I told you not to go. Misty Island.
That's right, and then...
And Daxter, you finally took a much-needed bath, but in a bathtub filled with dark eco.
Look, old man, are you gonna keep yapping, or are you gonna help me out of this mess?
I'm gonna keep yapping, because in my professional opinion, the change is an improvement. And besides, I couldn't help you if I wanted to.
What?
There's only one person who has studied Dark Eco long enough to have a chance at returning you to your previous form.
And who would that be?
Gal Acheron, the sage.
Yeah.
But he lives far to the north. Far, far to the north.
It was always the north
Nobody
that
has
you had to
spoken
go,
to him
all
in
the way
ages.
down to the north.
I would teleport you there, but I can't do that either. None of the three sages that maintain the other teleporter gates have seen fit to turn their ends on for quite a while. The only other way north is by foot through the Fire Canyon, but its volcanic soil is hot enough to melt precursor
Those
metal.
precursor
You
ores.
can't just walk through it.
But you could fly over it if you had a zoomer equipped with a heat shield. I just happen to be working on such a thing at this very moment. All I would need is 20 power cells to give it enough energy to withstand the canyon's heat. Isn't that right, Daddy?
Yes, Kira, that might work. But where are a boy and a half going to get 20 power cells?
From the villagers. Most of them have a power cell or two stashed away somewhere. And even if they aren't willing to just give them away, greasing their palms with a few precursor orbs should do the trick.
Yep.
And I bet there are even more of them out in the wilds just waiting for some brave adventurer to find.
Well, we've got the brave adventurer at least.
Brave adventurer! You two couldn't find your way out of the village without training. Before
really don't
do
trust us that
anything
much.
Else, you better go through the warp gate and get some practice on Geyser Rock.
We won't find any more of that dark gooey eco stuff, will we? Cause I'd hate to fall in again and turn into you.
Get in there before I turn you both into ferns.
In we go, through the portal to Geyser Rock. So this is basically the tutorial section of Jak and Daxter, the Precursor Legacy. And we will be doing this in just a moment. I need to sync up again. Okay, let's get to it then. So first things first, we want to press this button and see that it does nothing.
You can't come back through the warp gate until you find all 4 power cells on this island.
So that's basically our
This
communicator
device
with,
is a communicator. With it, my father and I can give you advice at any time during your quest.
yeah. Okay, so basically I can position the camera anywhere I want. And I'm not talking about the camera in this game, I'm talking about my position where I am on the screen. Because I can just do, where's the button? I think it's one of the left 3. No, it's okay, it's L2. L2 brings up the little HUD here. Let's start going around and collecting some shit. Like this, and this. And then, oh yeah, I remember the camera control is a little bit, wonky. But that shouldn't be too bad.
These floating egg-shaped things are precursor orbs. Collect enough of them, and some of the villagers will give you a power cell in exchange.
Yes, and normally the, I think the number is, it's like 80, I think it's 90 precursor orbs. That's normally the thing. Let's do some attack and whack. And then whack, more whacking, here we go. Wonder if I should be turning up the music on this. I'll listen to it back in like after 2 or 3 episodes.
The most important precursor artifact you can find.
Yeah, we want to collect
You need
those.
to collect 20 of these so I can power the heat shield for your A-Grav zoomer.
All right, well let's collect as many of those as we can. Whack, here we go. One of the best moments of the Jak and Daxter Precursor Legacy, seeing them dance. Oh, when following the icon appears, your progress is being saved. Thank you very much. Oh, jump and then spin. There we go. Whack, downward, whack. And then
Hey,
get a fly.
You found one of my scout flies. I sent 7 of them to each area to look for power cells, but the lurkers must have captured them all.
Well, if we collect all of those, we will get ourselves a power cell. So let's do that. Whack, but whack. I just realized the controller is not really that responsive when it comes to double jumping. Whack, up and whack, and then collect. Jump, jump, and then whack, and collect. Jump, jump, and then whack, and collect. And that gets us a power cell. So in almost like every single area, there are 8 scout flies to collect.
Wow! That last scout fly had a power cell.
Yep.
I'll bet if you collect all 7 in each area,
Oh wait,
you
sorry,
can find
7,
even
not
more
7, not
power
8,
cells.
7. Whack these and collect that sweet green eco. Whack. Whack.
That's blue eco, which contains the energy of motion. Blue eco allows you to run fast, break boxes, and even activate some precursor artifacts when you get near them.
We'll be sure to collect one of those and all of those if we can. Whack. Let's collect them now. So once we have blue eco running through our system, they attract the precursor orbs, break boxes, and they also attract the, well, they attract all eco.
Each blue eco cluster you pick up increases the time you can use its power.
Okay, well, it doesn't matter. Once you run out of the eco clusters that you've collected, they basically port back. What we want to do is we want to collect all of them right here. Attempt to break these boxes and collect the precursor orbs. Soon running out. Okay, we've collected it. Moving on. Jump and whack. And then whack. Oh, I got a little bit of slow down there. Hopefully that doesn't affect the footage too much. Now here's a door.
This is a precursor door. It can only be opened by approaching the door while channeling blue eco through your body.
Well, let's try and get some of that blue eco then. We'll just try roll and jump. And here's some blue eco for us.
That's a blue eco vent. More concentrated than the floating clusters. This vent will give you a full charge of blue eco, letting you use it for the maximum time.
God, it's so fun coming back to this. Let's charge ourselves with some blue eco. And roll to victory and not fall down. Oh, God. Okay, this could probably screw me. Oh, okay, thank goodness. That was a little bit too close. Hopefully the PlayStation 5 doesn't struggle when I'm doing this.
Good work. The blue eco caused the door to open. With blue eco, you can breathe energy into all kinds of precursor artifacts that have lain dormant for years.
All kinds. Okay, let's try to get up to this one. So basically, let's try this. So basically when you double jump and then slam. Oh God, what was able to do it before. There we go. You have to like jump at just the right moment when you slam down, and then you're able to go up a lot higher.
Those little green balls of energy on the ground are a type of eco.
Yep.
Pick up 50 small green ecos, or one big green one to increase your health.
Well, we've already got full, so we don't necessarily need them. But we'll collect them anyway because they're green and shiny. Let's try the same thing for this. So, there we go. I think I collected all of them. Let me just, can I, wait, there we go. Now I can see. So you press triangle to see up. Well, just to go in first person anyway. It does get a little bit stuttery from time to time, so I do apologize.
Then jump again in the air to reach even higher ledges.
Alright, we collected all 50, you guys are rock. That's still not enough to get one of the villager, or at least the people, power cells. We can collect some more. Collect that, and then we're able to activate this and go all the way back down. And, still doing pretty well for time. Okay. Now that we've collected everything here, let me just check. 50, 54, Yep, we've collected everything here. We've completed the tutorial. Now we can activate this button. And head straight through. Press circle to use. Green Sage's hut. Walk. Easy. Not so easy for him.
Good training, boys. But that's nothing compared to the challenges that lie ahead.
Then no problem. We got the moves, eh, Jak? We'd love to stay and chat, Big Green, but we're, itching to get on with our adventures.
Fine, fine. Adventure away, then. And while you're out adventuring, why don't you make yourself useful? My darn green eco collectors are clogged up again.
Well, we'll just have to
Head out
unclog
to
them.
the far side of the beach and clear them out, why don't you? Follow the lamps. They'll take you right there.
You really don't trust us to do this
No.
mission, do you?
All of you, get out of here!
Yeah, we'll do it. Right now, we just want to explore a little bit of the village before we do so. Hey, Kira, how's it going?
Hey, baby. What do you say you and I go cruising on this A-Grav Zoomer?
Rule number 1, I don't date animals.
Ah, you don't know what you're missing.
Listen, if you need something to keep you busy, my father always talked about an ancient precursor pipeline hidden deep underground. Some of these pipes end in vents from which eco flows freely, and some have been capped off so that the eco is sealed back.
Yes, we'll want to
There
uncap
must be
those.
a way to turn the capped vents on. I traced part of the pipeline back to the Forbidden Temple. Maybe you should look there for some type of switch.
That's kind of like the first thing I want to do before I go to the beach to unclog those green eco collectors, because there's going to be an item over there, or at least some sort of like way that I need to go through, which will require me to unseal some vents. Now, as is customary of a Naughty Dog game, or at least Jak and Daxter specifically, when you go to certain places, the music changes. Not sure about this one though, but at least we can collect a
It
fly.
looks like scout flies are always in red boxes.
Okay, maybe this one should. We have a person in here. Should change. You should be able to hear it. Yep.
Well, hello there,
Now,
my
this is
dear
apparently
boy.
our uncle of
Caught me at a
sorts.
most inopportune moment. I was to set off on my journeys yesterday, but I seem to be a spot short on the old precursor orbs. I would have pledged my word that I had 90 of them, but I gather that your young friend, you know, the little annoying, miserably ugly one, might have just pilfered them as a sort of a spot of
They're
fun.
treating as if he doesn't exist anymore.
Anyway, would you be kind enough to loan your dear old uncle 90 precursor orbs so he can get underway? I would offer you a power cell in return.
Anything for a giving uncle. But we'll just have to find those precursor orbs. Problem is, a lot of people are going to want those precursor orbs. Like this one.
Now
this is apparently the mayor of Sandover Village.
Well. The first I hear of monster sightings near the village, and now this. See those gears up there, boys? See them? See how they're not moving?
Yeah, we can see that.
Means our village has no power. The eco beam coming from the jungle temple has been interrupted.
Another task of the
Boys,
the
everyone's
jungle
too
temple or
frightened
whatever.
to go out and find out what's happened.
Did you pay the bill?
Yeah.
Assuming that this timeline
You're
actually has
funny.
bills.
Now look, if you two fix the eco beam, I'll give you a power cell. Oh, and another thing.
I think the major thing I like about this particular character is his exaggerated eyebrows.
Re-election campaign. I might be willing to part with yet another power cell.
Let me guess what the contribution
Minimum
is.
contribution is a very modest
90?
90 precursor orbs.
Standard fare, really? Now I hear there's a fly. Oh, there it is. Boink. Collected that. Shouldn't be too hard to get the other 5 flies in here. Still gotta look around for them, though. I hear one nearby. So there we go. Now there's one over there. We could move around the safer way rather than trying to swim. Now let's go to this person over here. Hello, artist.
Hey! Little furry dude! Oh, I thought for a moment you were my muse.
Your what?
Haven't you ever seen a muse before? It's a little glowing squirrel about your size, full of spunk, and crazy as a lark.
Oh, I get it. Like a sidekick.
As a matter of fact, without my muse, I just can't sculpt. But with her around, I see beauty in everything, you know? Right now, I couldn't chisel my way out of a box.
Oh, sorry to hear that.
I think she ran away to that misty island. Oh, I just hope she's all right. It's worth a power cell if you bring her back to me.
Wait a minute! We are not going back to Misty Island!
Well,
Are we?
well, you bet your ass we are going to be going to Misty Island because we need to get power cells from there. Unfortunately, we don't exactly have the access to go to Misty Island just yet. The only way that we're going to get there is by boat. I'll be showing that in just a moment. Now, first I want to direct your attention to this.
Did you see the size of the bite that lurker shark took out of the fisherman's boat? We best stay way clear of them. I don't think we can tackle a creature that dag nasty.
Yeah, so what they're referencing to is there is a lurker shark in the waters. If we swim out too far, it's going to chomp on us. Now, see
Maybe
over
we
here,
should go
there's a
root
boat.
out the fisherman. I heard he was in the jungle fishing by the lower river.
So there's another mission that we have to go to the jungle for. We have to find the fisherman and convince him to give us access to his boat in order to go to Misty Island. Oh boy, the graphics over there, not too hot. Another fly in this vicinity, whack, and then collect. We've got 3 left, I believe. Here's another villager we can talk to. A bird watcher.
Oh my, what a horribly sick little bird.
You don't look so good yourself, lady.
Oh, sorry. I thought you were a spotted
Bit of a
orange-bellied
difference in
raven.
the
You know,
graphic rate.
yesterday I saw some terribly vicious creatures capture a mother flut-flut near the beach.
A flut-flut,
Now
you say?
there's this poor little orphan egg sitting in a nest at the top of the cliff, and I can't get to it. If you could climb up there and push it off, I've piled some hay down at the base to catch it safely. Do an old lady a favor, and I'll give you a power cell.
We'll do that soon, but I don't want to go to the beach just yet, like I said before. I will be going to the beach after I deal with the jungle. That's going to be my main priority. Hey, sir, how you doing?
Gotta milk those yak cows. Gotta milk those yak cows.
Looks like he's having trouble sleeping.
It's you. Oh, just resting my tired bones. I've been trying to get those ornery yak cows back into the pen all day. Some strange creatures tried to steal them earlier.
Oh, yeah?
You think you could help an old man and try to get them back into the corral?
I mean, it should be pretty simple enough for us. We'll do that in just a moment. I want to whack this. Collect that. We've got 2 left to collect. Now, let's see what we've got here. I want to explore this. Let's see what we've got up here. This bloody headphone thing keeps falling off. Okay, so we've got a little blue precursor, like, artifact here that we can power up with blue eco.
What a weird-looking thing! I bet we can get this open if you power up with that zappy blue eco stuff.
Yep, just like this. I think we heard it activate it. Yep. So when you activate those, they bring out precursor orbs. We need to find a lot more of those. Okay, let's start dealing with these troublesome yakkows. So all we have to do is go behind them in order to coax them to move forward. We just have to move to the opposite of them and corral, well, just steer them into that corral over there. Right into the pen. We can do the same thing for this one. Just need to, okay, direct it. If we need to get it moving faster, we just whack it a bit. Actually, I don't think it does it any quicker than that. Probably doesn't make any lick of difference. We just have to walk behind it. That's simple enough, and at least we don't have to torture the poor beast. Come on, into the pen you go. There you go. There you go. That's a good person. That's a good yakko. Come on, you can make it in. That's the 4th and final one, I believe. I think. No, wait, no, there's one more. It's 5. Steering it in. That'll be the last one. All right.
That lazy farmer owes us a power cell. Let's go talk to him.
He's not lazy. He's just really sleep deprived.
Ah, well done,
And
my boy.
old.
You actually got those flea bags back into the pen. Now I can sleep in peace. Take this power cell for your trouble.
Thank you, sir. Dancing time. Come on. There we go. Yeehaw. So there were a few trophies that I got just testing the game out. And I'll be getting a lot more as time progresses. Now, let's take a look at, there's a structure over in, if I can just direct it. There's a structure over in the distance, all the way about that way. It looked like it had 2 power cells in its sockets, its eye sockets. Let's take a look at it. Before I do, I want to collect this fly. That's not it. There we go. Collecting the fly, we've still got 1 left. Okay, this might be a bit difficult to get across. What we have to do here is we have to, like, roll jump. It's a little bit wonky, but we should be able to make it. And there we go. Okay, just that, and then this should be the last one. Whack. Collect that. pretty good. But we still got this one to look at.
You found all the scout flies in this area.
Yeah, it's good for us.
This must be a precursor oracle like the sage always goes on about. I hope they weren't as ugly in person.
Well, we'll find that out later on in the series.
Who awakens the oracle? Wait, one of you has the light within. From before time, I have watched and waited for the true hero to return. Present to me 120 precursor orbs for each power cell I contain.
So these oracle artifacts require 120 precursor orbs for their power cells. That's a little bit pricey for us, but if we collect everything in each area, we will be able to collect them. Now the passage to the jungle is that way over there. Before we do that, I want to collect the precursor orbs that can be found up these ridges. Now where these ridges lead is like it's like a volcanic area that we'll be going to later. It's the Fire Canyon. In order to get across the Fire Canyon here, we need the power cells.
You don't have enough power cells to fuel my heat shield. You can't cross Fire Canyon until you collect enough power cells.
Yes, we need to do that at some point. So let's see what happens once we go across. It basically just attempts to kill us. Now we'll let, it doesn't do the special thing. So I think if you die 3 times, Daxter goes and talks to you and says something a little bit mean and a little bit selfish. Okay, now I think we can probably go to the jungle.
We scrounged enough orbs to trade for a power cell. Let's get back and make the switch already.
We're not gonna do that just yet. Okay, Forbidden Jungle. Before I do that, I think there might be some things I might want to collect here. Let's see, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so that counts as orbs to collect of the Sandover Village, which means we have all of the orbs of Sandover Village. Now time to move into the jungle, over the bridge. Try to collect the precursor orbs. Oh. Okay, slither around me, why don't you? You didn't have a chance. This is a place you'll want to be a little bit careful about. Look at all of this. Looks like there is like a tentacle monster or some kind of plant monster underneath this forbidden jungle. Let's briefly go this way.
We should ask the fisherman down by the jungle river if we can borrow his speedboat to zoom on over to Misty Island.
Oh yeah, he is down there, isn't he? Okay, let's see. Yep, we can talk to him. Let's do that. We have a little bit of time, but we may have to stop the episode a little bit early.
What do you have in the basket?
Nothing to talk about.
Aw.
Them monsters patrolling the ocean took a bite out of me fishing rig. And now they're gobbling up me catch. No matter what I try, I can't seem to catch a single fish in this river.
Well.
Woo! Maybe it's your breath.
Hardy, hardy,
You
ha.
think you can do better? Try scooping up river fish with a tiny net. I'll give you a power cell if you can catch 200 pounds of them critters. And then I'll let you and Shrimp here use my speedboat to get to Misty Island. You want to try the challenge?
Yeah, we can do it. We have some time. Let's go.
There are 2 types of good fish to catch. 1 pound fishies and 5 pound fishies. If you miss 20 pounds of good fish, then I'm gonna take me net back from you.
So we're gonna try and do it without missing too
There are
much.
poisonous eels in this river.
Yeah, we don't want to catch any of them.
Catch even one of them boogers, and you'll poison the whole darn catch.
All right, let's go. Okay, it's a little bit wonky, but we should be able to do it. I think. Controls are actually they're as wonky as I remember them. So it's a little bit of oh god, just slight taps, followed by some drags. Oh boy, here comes the big one. Oh boy, catch it. Okay, okay. We gotta catch 200 of them. Oh boy, I'm gonna miss a few, I think. It's been a while, and my headphones are starting to slide off again. That's not good. Oh, I missed one. Oh, God. I think we're getting close. Okay, here we go. Okay, gotta be careful. Gotta be careful. Gotta be careful. Oh, Biggie. Okay, close. Biggie. Biggie. Don't want to miss the biggies. Oh, boy. Okay, that.
Don't miss one like that again.
I'm trying not to. Okay, give me some good stuff. Good stuff.
Hold steady. Almost there. Left. Here comes a big one.
Should be getting there soon. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, there we go.
You caught 200 pounds of fish. Not bad for a couple of landlubbers. Here's the power cell I promised. And you can use my boat at the village dock whenever you like.
Okay, so now we have access. And overfish. Nice dunk. So now we have access to the speedboat that's going to get us to Misty Island. Unfortunately, that's not where we're going to be going next. We still have a lot to do of the jungle, but I think we'll probably stop it here. Maybe in a part where we don't have to hear him laughing all the time, which is going to be a bit annoying. I'll just move a little bit over here. That should probably do it. Oh boy, I forgot about that. Okay, there we go. Maybe I'll just whack these things for a little bit. Oh, I need to whack that thing first. Okay, I'm gonna whack the thing first. Those lurkers that we have to destroy. Whack. Okay, then we're good. We'll move over here a little bit, and then we can stop it here. All right, it'll be great to come back to this after so long of not actually playing this, but this is one of my favorite games, so I'm going to enjoy myself playing the rest of this game. So in the next episode, we're going to continue to explore the Forbidden Jungle. We've got at least 2 quests off the top of my head that we can do. We have to reset the eco beam, and we need to clear out the capped eco vents for the blue eco, which is going to be useful later on. So, thank you so much for stumbling on to one of the most average gaming channels out there. Like and subscribe for more if you enjoyed the video. Check the corresponding playlist assuming something turns up, or one of the recommended that pops up below it. I'm the Average Rook, and I shall see you soon, for there is more average content coming your way.